Okay, hey, BOOZHOO! And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, is the lovely and the talented Natasha. BOOZHOO, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And over here, the rock star cartoonist Michael Lyons. BOOZHOO, Niji. Say hello, brother. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Happy, what are we calling this? Prayer Day. Today is Sunday. That's Prayer Day, huh, sweetie? That's what we call it. Anima egg, he's a good prayer day. It is Sunday, and we're coming on a little early this morning. It's Sunday, so prayer day. It's also church day. So, normally we come on at 8 o'clock, but we can't. What time is it, sweetie? It's 6:38. 6:38 a.m. Standard Central Time. Minnesota time. So I don't know where you are when you're watching this, but as we do this, live streaming it, Anima egg, he's good. And so today I would like to talk to the children about the sacred act of Anima a prayer. Really? Nah, not really. What are you up to? I don't know, just having my coffee, having my makane mashkiki wabu. Nah. You having your black medicine water? Yeah. It's finally cooled off a little bit, huh? Yeah, thank goodness, huh? It's been so hot around here, hot and humid. Can hardly sleep. Then it finally cools down to around 65 or 60 or something. Right before the sun comes back. And you're like, doggone it. Now it's going to heat up again. But yeah, prayer day. It's a sacred day to pray. You got to go out there and say a prayer. Should I go out you want me to go outside and say a little prayer? You could go out and do a quick prayer and I could teleport you. Okay. I'm going to teleport myself outside and maybe say a little prayer real quick. Okay, hang on. Let me lock on your coordinates. Okay, you ready? Yep. 1 to teleport outside. Bloop. Hello. Hi, sweetie. Hi, NANABOOZHOO. Did you make it out there okay? Yep. Made it out here in one piece. Oh, good. Just give me a call when you want me to pick you up. All right. Yeah, let's see. What should I pray about with my tobacco? Asema. For anybody new to the show, Asema means tobacco. And in a traditional way, when we pray, we sometimes take a little piece of little pinch of tobacco and offer it. It's called a tobacco offering. You offer your tobacco to get you manado when you say a little prayer. So I might start a prayer with, get you manado. Odapanaman niwi asema. Accept my tobacco. And, sometimes I like just to say the Serenity Prayer in Ojibwe. The other day somebody wrote in and they were like, hey man, can you do the Serenity Prayer for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And we had a graphic and everything, but Serenity Prayer is basically just asking for the serenity to accept the things you cannot change. Strength and the courage to change the things you can. And the wisdom to know the difference. So, in Ojibwe, I would say, Gichimanadu. Daga we duk gawishin. We niji. Nana guda windaman. Ji adapnaman inu gegashki gedosiwan. Ji anji saduyan. Ji apichite ayan. Ji anji sadoyan. Gegashki gedoyan. Jite apichi nabuakayan. Jike naman ono. Apenge. Dash mikwach bizandawiya gichimanado. And to sprinkle a little tobacco. You know. Put your tobacco down and your prayers up. And the blessings will come down. And then your gratitude goes up. It's all up and down. You don't know up from down. I like some of these my elders, they always had like funny ways of saying stuff. He didn't know his head from a hole in the ground. It's like, what are you talking about? He didn't know if he was coming or going. Didn't know up from down. You'd lose your head if it wasn't attached. That was always a good one too. My grandma would always, whenever she got exasperated, she'd say, honestly. Oh, honestly. Like she was just about to give a speech and she was finally just going to cut through the crap. Honestly. You know, honestly, I finally have to say something about this. You know. But, you know, you put out your tobacco, you say a little prayer. You know. You ask for help. But then when you really think about it, okay, what am I asking for exactly? Who am I to ask for help? Can we do that? Is that what prayer is? Asking for favors from some magical, more powerful being? Please, give me super strength. Give me wisdom. Give me the ability to fly. Give me X-ray vision. You know. Somehow you suspect you're not supposed to just, you know. I don't think Gitche Manadu is a genie. But I'm all by myself out here. Nobody's watching the live stream. It's too early. BOOZHOO crew is still in bed. So, and then you go, okay, what is prayer? Is that Gitche Manadu? You're talking to the Creator. Can he hear you? Do you have to speak out loud, or can he hear your thoughts? You know. I think churches and whatever, they need to start over. Let's get back to the basics. Every time you go to church, they're like way deep in the weeds of the Bible. Oh, we're going to one of these weird books you never even heard of. Chapter 13, verse 2. Here's a bizarre comment we're going to take out of context and talk about. Say, wait, let's back way up. Can you explain to me why you think God exists? You know, who made everything? What is prayer? You know, what happens when we die? What happened before we were born? I don't know. What are we supposed to be doing? What's the point of life? All these things, we need to start from the beginning. You know. And can you get questions like that answered? Just because he's standing in the front of the church in a suit and tie, holding a Bible, what he's got the answers to what happened before we were born? Okay. Where did you get this information exactly? Oh, I learned it from the Bible. Oh, okay. You know, does God exist? Well, if there's a creation, that kind of means there's a creator. If there's a watch, there has to be a watchmaker. If anything that's been made is too difficult to be made by evolution or erosion or whatever, then it has to have a creator. So look around. Did the grass get created? Yeah, probably. I don't think that was an accident. So there's a creator. And we're here. And I can ask these questions. But all that really tells you is that at one point there was a creator. Is the creator still alive? Could a creator die? Who created the creator? All right. Who are you going to trust as your authority when you ask these questions? If somebody dares answer it, he goes, no, he's still alive. He lives in heaven. You go, how do you know that? Oh, well, I'm the Pope. I have a fancy staff and a big old hat and robes. You can trust me. I'll tell you what's happening. Like, really? Excuse my skepticism. Pardon my inability to just believe whatever you say. So then you go, okay, what is prayer? Can we talk to our own creator? What makes us think he speaks our language? No. I could make a snow globe and put some bugs in there. It doesn't mean I can hear their prayers, but to them, they're like, oh, there's the creator. He made our snow globe and put us in here. Let's pray to the creator. And it's like, no, I'm just a guy with a jar. I'm just a lot bigger and smarter than you. You couldn't possibly understand. I'm not a god. I just made this jar and I poked some holes in the lid so you could breathe. What, we hope that creator can communicate with us, that we can plea and say, hey, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I was such a bad person. I told so many lies. I ate so much bad food. And I drank and I behaved in ways that are not becoming of a human being. Please forgive me. Will he forgive you? Oh yeah, that's okay. Don't you worry. Why do you need him to forgive you? I know you made me and you made my snow globe that I live in. But my personality failings. I'd like to apologize to you for giving me this personality. But am I really a spirit? It seems like this body I've been driving around gets older. Changes. But I kind of feel like there's something inside of it driving it. A spirit. Will that live on after I die? I just don't know. Sometimes it seems like reality itself is on a loop. Same things keep happening over and over again. We don't go anywhere. We just keep doing the same thing. Anyway, these are just some of the questions that came in my mind. I guess it's not really that funny. Is it that deep and profound? I doubt it. But I don't feel like anybody's watching, so I'm just talking. The BOOZHOO crew's still asleep. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming. Anyway. Alright. Munich, that's enough. Hello! Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hi, NanaBOOZHOO. You want to come home?
Would you mind?
Not at all. I'm going to lock on your coordinates. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
1 to teleport. Hang on.
Thanks.
Did you put out some tobacco?
Yep, I sure did.
Okay, I missed you.
Thanks.
What'd you talk about? Did you see God?
No, I prayed. I did the little Serenity Prayer or whatever. But then I was just kind of musing out loud, just questioning stuff about God and prayer and that.
Well, Daniel Black is here.
Oh, is he? Hey, how you doing, Daniel? Bonjour. Welcome back to the show. Should we give Daniel Black a gold star?
Well, he's the first one here. I think he deserves it.
All right, Daniel, you get a gold star for being the first in line and the only person watching right now. Well, you and Michael. What do you think of the show so far? Kind of boring. Yeah. Hey, Geisha, good. That's prayer day. And we're getting deep rather than being funny. You got anything funny you can talk about?
They gave that crybaby Van Jones $100 million.
Oh, yeah. Van Jones, the crybaby. You hear about this? Bezos, the Amazon astronaut, allegedly flew an enormous phallus into space. But he, for some reason, wrote 100,000 or 100 million.
I don't even know. Maybe 100 million?
Could have been 100 million. To that guy who can't stop crying. Big tough black guy. Joe Biden wins the election and he's all like, well, today's a lot easier to be a dad because now I can face my son and tell them, oh, you don't live in such a racist place. And you're like, easy, dude. Quit crying. This is not the way of the strong black male. You know? Look, I mean, I know you're happy that Trump is out of office. It's no reason to cry. But Daniel Black knows what I'm talking about because he's got a gold star. We're all proud of you, Daniel. But yeah, so apparently the astronaut gave $100 million to a millionaire CNN reporter or whatever, Van Jones. Not to be confused with Van Halen. That's a band. Van Halen is a different person, but Van Jones is a crybaby. A millionaire crybaby. Man, you want to give me $1 million? I'll go cry about Joe Biden. I wonder how Joe Biden feels about that.
What do you mean?
You know how people are crying when he got elected.
Want me to call him up?
Yeah, get him on the line, will you? We're going to call old Joe Biden. See what he thinks about all this. You know, he's the, the president.
Yeah, huh? Okay, it's ringing. Hello? Is this the White House? Hi. Can I speak to Joe Biden, please? Okay. I'm on hold.
She's on hold.
Hi, is this Joe Biden? Hi, Joe. It's Natasha. From the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. That's right. Do you want to be on the show today? What do you mean? Well, I guess I'm just wearing a pink shirt and some bib overalls. What? That's disgusting. Look, do you want to be on the show or not? All right. He's on line 2.
What do you say?
Never mind.
Hey, Joe. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, man. What's going on? How you doing? I mean, think about it. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing just great. Just great. I'm doing all right. I mean, think about it. I'm doing just fine.
Okay. What'd you say to Natasha?
I was just asking what she was wearing. I don't know why. Why? Well, man can't ask what a pretty gal, pretty little thing like that. I just, you know. I mean, I could smell her. I mean, think about it. I could smell her.
Yeah, dude, don't quit. You're really creeping us all out. What do you want?
Well, I was wondering, man, if I could, will you call me? What do you want?
Oh, that's right. Why did we call him? I think you're going to ask him how he feels when Van Jones cries or something. Oh, yeah. So, Joe, when you won the president-elect, TV news guy couldn't stop crying. He was so happy. He felt like when Donald Trump won, he couldn't face his children, didn't know what to say to them about the country. But then now he got $100 million from that Lyons weirdo, Jeff Bezos, who lied about flying a rocket into space.
Jeff Bezos, man, he's a good old boy. I don't know. I mean, think about it. Yeah. And I'm not kidding. You know, well,
He's asleep again. Don't even wake him. My God, he's a guest. Hey, Joe.
huh? Who's there? What is that?
It's NANABOOZHOO. You were trying to make a point, and then you said something creepy and felt... Oh, yeah, I was asking you, how do you feel about Van Jones crying and then getting $100 million?
Well, he's a good old boy. I mean, he's a boy. I used to own a black man. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, you can't joke like that. The whole reason we got you Kamala Harris was to kind of, air out some of the stench of racism that surrounds you, You're really kind of an old school, doesn't it seem like that Joe Biden's just like old school racist? Yeah, totally. Like every time he says, you can tell his handlers are sitting on the edge of their seats thinking, don't say anything racist or sexist. Yeah, I know. But, so anyway, so he cries and stuff. How did that make you feel?
When Van Jones cried, well, I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you something real good here. Hold on. Got a card here. If I tell you what I want to say, they're gonna be hot. All right. Okay. So the question is, what's my favorite ice cream?
No, I was asking you how'd you feel when a totally respectable adult male just cries, on TV.
What are you talking about?
Van Jones.
Oh, that black boy, black man, whatever.
Okay, never mind, man. You want to teach a Ojibwe word of the day?
Yeah, man, just think about it. I'm not kidding. Just think about it. What if we learned Ojibwe, Ojibwe language? What if just think about it. They're really showing themselves to do,
Yeah, you're kind of all over the place, sir. Today's Ojibwe word is Anama E Gija Good. It's prayer day. And I'm going to say a little prayer for you because I think I need to say a prayer for everybody, I don't think you're going to make it 4 years. But then again, I didn't think you'd get elected, so what do I know?
Yeah, man, just think about it. I could be the president. The actual a white man in the White Office. I don't know if that's ever happened.
That's all that's happened except for that one and last time they got a black guy in there.
What? They had a black man?
Yeah, Obama. You were his vice president, remember?
Get out of here, man. I mean, just think about it. And I'm not kidding. That corn pop, he was a bad dude. And
Joe.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna let you go, man. I got to do a show.
No, man, I want to teach Ojibwe word. Ojibwe word day.
You just did. It's Anama A.
Huh?
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, man. Wait, how you say that? I'll see you again.
Gigawaba Min Minoa.
Gigawaba.
All right, I gotta go. He's wearing on my patience. I know. Did he make you a little crabby? Well, he's a creep and he's losing his mind, and I don't know. He's such a weirdo in so many different ways. People forget that he's also a racist. He's the one who said stuff like, poor kids are just as smart as the white kids. I don't know. On my egg, you're good. Say a prayer. for Joe Biden. Where does Biden his time? Yikes. Daniel says, gotta go pick up the car. Short visit. Give the crew a big hug for me. All right, I sure will, Daniel. Go pick up your car. But Jessica's here. Hey, Mino Giga Jabe. Jesse's here, sweeto. Sweeto. Sweetie. Bonjour, Jessica. How you doing? Jessica said, did you see Sleepy Joe wants people who talk to kids about men on the moon and aliens to help convince the public to trust the government with the vaccine safety? Yeah, I totally saw that. Biden gets up there and he gets derailed again. And he wants to say something about how the internet, you can research and find out for yourself. Did they actually walk on the moon? But then he caught himself halfway through and ended up kind of saying the thing about, is there a man on the moon? A man in the moon, you know. And then aliens. Oh, it was all over the place. You know. So you can trust the government because of aliens and the space and the moon landing. It's like, dummy, those are the two subjects you probably shouldn't bring up when it comes to, you know, why people should trust the government. If there's one thing people do agree on, even people that don't believe in conspiracies, they assume the government withholds information specifically about space and so-called aliens and the moon landing. You know, not everybody is convinced that that was 100% hoax, staged lie. That was just a TV show they pretended was real. And yes, enough people were in on it, the astronauts themselves, the people high up in NASA. They knew what they were doing. But then there were thousands of people nationwide, all compartmentalized, doing different jobs for no reason. Oh yeah, my grandpa, he worked on a moon rover. He helped design the tires that they would send in a spaceship to the planet Moon. And then they would land on that planet in something that resembles some sort of makeshift housing, like like in those tent cities in California, where all the drug addicts have to live in. It's not even like a tent. It's just boxes and, cloth over stuff. That's what the thing that they say that they landed on the moon looks like. It doesn't even look like a ship. But, they not everybody's on board with that. But everyone can pretty much agree. Well, I'm sure there's some stuff that the White House and then each president gets a file that says, okay, here's what really happened in Roswell, New Mexico. And this is why, this is the disinformation campaign we released to the newspapers, the news organizations, the media. This is a thing we'll never talk about Vietnam or whatever. This is the truth about the atomic weapons, nuclear wars, Okay, just between you and me, new president, there's no such thing as a nuclear weapon. All of us are in on it. Oh, you know why we didn't find any nuclear weapons in Iraq? No such thing. Nobody has them. We have bombs. But it's this whole idea, hey man, if you promise not to have a nuclear weapon, a weapon so great, one button can blow up the whole world. So, well, it doesn't, no. But yeah, poor old dumb Joe. But then you wonder, okay, when you go down the rabbit hole, you go, okay, so we know the government withholds information. Then we can just speculate. Okay, does Joe Biden have full-on dementia? People want to think they're learning something when they watch the news. Well, maybe he does. It looks like he does. Are they hiding that from us? Or is the story so deep? Is the whole everything one big reality show where it's totally scripted? Nothing like reality, These are just actors playing the part of, oh, I am Kim Kardashian. This is our wacky modern family. This is my dad, Bruce Jenner, but you can call him Caitlyn or whatever. Oh, they're divorced now, and I divorced Kanye, I guess. So now I'm going to be dating somebody new. What if the whole news and White House and everything you see anywhere isn't anywhere plugged into reality anymore than the latest episode of whatever TV show, Star Trek. You can argue about policies having to do with the Klingon Empire, Oh, well, we've got mutual assured destruction if we don't, uphold the treaties with the Klingons. What if it's all just one big movie? Some people say that Wisani is behind it all. That you go behind that curtain, and what's there? Wisani. And he's like, hey, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. I am the all-powerful Oz. And it's like, no, it's just Wisani. Bonjour, Wisani. Wisani's here, sweetie. Hey, bonjour, Wisani. He says, Mino Giga. And he's, thumbs up, please. Give us a thumbs up. Because we're gonna get to the bottom of this, the conspiracies. So, because here's, this is where this rabbit hole led me. When I've, love aliens my whole life. Love just outer space, science fiction and that. But, I would draw pictures of these little gray aliens. Go see movies, E.T., whatever. And, but then you start to think, oh, I know the truth. ETs exist. Aliens exist, obviously. And you learn something about science, it can kind of confirm. Well, Einstein said, the smartest man in history, No, he couldn't just be an actor they just wrote about. Oh, look at me, I'm a Freemason with crazy hair. Sticking my tongue out and doing, 666 stuff. But whatever. Einstein said there's as many planets in the universe as there are grains of sand on a beach. I don't know if there's alien life out there or not. But either way, the idea astounds me or something. And you go, when you're a normal, reasonable person, you go, yeah, you're right, man. If there's that many planets out there, how could there not be other life? And just if we've already proven that the Big Bang created us, why couldn't it have created some other planet, Only these guys never grew hair. They stayed little and skinny and gray. But then you keep going down the rabbit hole. It's like, well, what if they don't exist, but the government wants you to think they exist? Why? Are they just trying to scare us? Or is that more, if you believe in aliens, then you're going to believe in outer space. They never give you room to question, even when you're growing up, whether or not outer space exists. That's just like a foregone conclusion. Even though the Bible will tell you that it's water up there. The Bible doesn't talk about outer space. The Bible says the stars are in the firmament and that one day they can fall to earth. People want to carry around, oh, I believe in the Bible and I believe in science. It's like, well, choose one. Do you believe that Bible is sometimes just poetic? Oh, no, stars are huge suns millions of miles away. So many miles away, we'll start referring to it not even in measurement of distance, but in time. Oh, it's a million light years away. In fact, that star has probably died already, and it's just light is still traveling towards us. That's how big the universe is. But maybe they want you believing in aliens because they want you believing in the universe. Because they want you believing in the Big Bang. Why would they care? And who's they? Well, you go, well, they don't want you believing in God. They don't want you believing in the Bible. Who is they? Who is the only person who doesn't want, who's trying to turn everybody away from God? You know, I got to spell it out. So all the conspiracies all lead back to the same original conspiracy, the original lie, that God doesn't exist, that there is no plan, there's no order, there's no morality, there's no up or down, you know. So they, meaning Satan, you know, and all the generations of people working for him, they want you to believe in outer space. Whether you're scared of it or fascinated by it, that doesn't matter. So they are going to, you know, make movies like Star Wars, and they will make Star Trek, and they will release little information. Hey, look at this, there's a video of an alien. You'll meet people who'll swear, and you believe them. They'll say, I was abducted. I'm not lying about this, you guys. I was asleep in my bed. 100% of the time, you know, you never just see one of these guys get pulled out of their car in the middle of traffic. But I was asleep in bed, and then there was a bright light and a bunch of weird druggy stuff I can't explain. Somehow floated up through the ceiling into a spaceship. And there they did horrible things to me. They stuck stuff up my butt. They stuck a flashlight up my butt. They were trying to see what I had for lunch or something. And then, luckily, they didn't kill me. They put me back in my pajamas. Even put my little socks on. I always sleep with my socks because my feet get cold. And they tucked me back into bed. And they erased part of my memory. But they kept just enough that I could tell this story. And sure enough, you go, wow, that's crazy. And then you realize there's two types of people. The conspiracy theorists, if you tell them, oh, I was abducted, they're going to go, really? Wow, tell me about it. They're not going to immediately just say, oh yeah, I believe you. But they're not going to say, you're crazy, I don't want to hear it. Other people, they're going to say, you're crazy, I don't want to hear it. Or they're going to say, don't tell anybody else this. They'll think you're crazy. It's like, why does a person have to be insane? That's not what insanity looks like, you know. Being crazy is like being depressed and having anxiety. You know, having an addiction, that's insanity. Nobody just goes, oh yeah, I had a weird natural, my brain stopped working and I imagined being abducted, you know. But maybe they are doing these abductions themselves and making you believe it's somehow a gray alien from another planet. I don't know what gray aliens are. But I don't believe in other planets. So I don't think they flew here on a flying saucer. You would get really dizzy if you just spun. Maybe that's part of the joke too. What's that? You know how they say we live on a spinning ball? Well, anytime people see flying saucers, those things are always spinning. And it's like, that'd be a terrible way to fly, just spinning round and round. But that's what they expect us to believe, on a spinning globe. Yeah, I wonder what the connection is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it may take us 1,000 years. before we'll ever know. You gonna play 1,000 Years? Well, I was either gonna do that or Earthling Sun. Do 1,000 Years. That's a prettier song. All right. Here's a song Michael wrote. No, you didn't write this. Who wrote this? I forget who wrote it, but it was in that movie about vampires. Yeah. This is a song called 1,000 Years. And I think it's Michael and Natasha. And Bagheera, Michael's cat. And then afterwards, why don't you come up here and say hello to the people? I'd love to. All right. Miigwech Bezendawayag. Thank you for listening. I will see you again. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons. Heart beat fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer, I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every hour, every step has come to this. One step closer, I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. All along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. One step closer, one step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. All along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah. You and Bagheera, just cute. Yeah. All along I believed I would find you. How you doing, guys? BOOZHOO. Mino Gigaje. Weesady says, some say mutually assured destruction isn't the threat one think it might be. Mutually assured destruction. Yeah. You know, and then you look behind the curtain, you realize that all the world leaders are kind of in the same club. And they all work for the same people, or there's somebody above them. You know, like, did somebody just say, like, but the one thing you have to realize is that everything is run by a one world bank. And everybody worships money, but the people in charge, in the Illuminati or whatever, in the top of the pyramid, they can just print money. They can just give you, here you go. Here you go, Van Jones. Here's $100 million for some reason. And you can cry. It's just I can finally face my children. The bad man with the orange skin is out. It's going to be okay, kids. I'm your dad. I'm crying. Like, take it easy. All along I believed Jesse says, well, yeah, I don't necessarily think everyone has these weapons like they claim, but I can't say they don't exist. We've seen what they can do to a city. Well, yeah. I mean, they showed us what they said it does to a city, like Hiroshima. But then, like a year later, the place is fine. You know, there's no like radiation fallout. Nobody got cancer or anything. And I think that the same destruction you could do with a so-called nuclear weapon, you can do with carpet bombing a city or whatever. You know, I think they got huge bombs. They're just conventional bombs. And, you know, but they've just been pretending they got this special, you know, super duper technology. Oh, nobody knows about it but us. Where's the military? Really? I don't know what to believe because you guys lie about so much that... Or like even, it's just like the old moon landing videos. If you look at the original videos of the nuclear weapon testing sites, you know, we all kind of remember it. Or we've seen it referred to in cartoons where there's a building that gets just blown over by the wind. And there's a cat that gets his hair blown off. And you go... In the old days, like, yeah, look at that. There's proof. And then now we go, no, that's just a model. That's obviously fake. Because also, how come the camera didn't blow away? You know, how would you have a camera take such a picture from the, you know, why didn't the camera blow up? So, they, you know, they faked some of their evidence in the early days. Oh, this is a new weapon we have. And they show us this fake camera trick. But then later they go, oh, no, okay, yeah, that was fake, but we are telling the truth that we got this crazy weapon. We got to keep these rogue, wacko Middle Eastern countries from getting it. Oh, and that was your point. So where are the weapons of mass destruction? Oh, we couldn't find them, darn the luck. It's like, can we find any in America? Let's see the proof that we have them. Because I don't think we do. I think we've got a whole structure of bluffing it. Bunch of poker players is what they are. Anywho. Just because it's just the three of us today. The one person who hasn't commented. That one person who hasn't commented is probably the one who always gives us the thumbs down. I've got one loyal viewer who hates the show. It's like, well, let's get started. You and your stupid show. Tell you what. Migazy. There's a little picture of an eagle there. Migazy represents the eating win. Love. So I don't know why you would come to our show just to hate on it, but I guess I can't do anything to change your mind. Why won't you love us? Why? How come that one person always gives us a thumbs down?
I think it's because they're racist, man.
Yeah. You must be a racist if you don't like our half-ass show.
Hey, don't swear.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Eagle. Migazy. Whoa, the sacred eagle. Eagles carry our prayers to the Creator. Eagle represents love. Huh, sweetie.
It sure does.
And if you love this show, give us a thumbs up. But if you hate this show, give us a thumbs down. And we need to know. Oh, they're doing a thing now on YouTube too.
What's that?
Where if you have to watch the video for so long for the thumbs down to work. So like when we get a thumbs down, it's not somebody who just tunes in for a second and gives a thumbs down. They actually watch and they go, nope, I don't think so. I give this show 1 thumb down. You go, really? What do you want? What were you expecting? I was expecting to learn some Ojibwe. I didn't expect you to just go down these rabbit holes of your stupid conspiracy theories. I expected to learn the Ojibwe word for buffalo, which for some reason is in parentheses here. Usually we have quotes, but Mushkode Bajiki. Mushkode Bajiki. It is the medicine cow. That's what we call buffaloes. Old medicine cow. Yeah. Take that, Sioux people. Oh, I'm going hunting. Oh, really? What are you hunting for? Deer? Nope. Medicine cows. Well, it doesn't sound very sporting. No, it's really hard. Didn't you see Dances with Wolves? We risk our lives. It's like, what? Or did you just sneak up on a sleeping cow and stab it? I'm starting to suspect maybe the Sioux people wasn't really as dangerous or heroic as Dances with Wolves. I bet you it was more just like hunting modern day cattle. You just walk up. It was like a little sugar cube. Here, come here. Then you just stab a spear in his eye. Oh, look at me, big buffalo hunter. I need your Manadanda Moen. Show me your respect, man. Mashkore Bijike. Manadanda Moen. Get some respect. Why can't you respect Mother Earth? Bunch of racists. What are you talking about? I don't know. These are just the things you gotta say when you're part of our camp. Hey, why don't you get away from that water? We're the Cleveland Guardians. We're the Water Guardians. That's what the new mascot for the Cleveland Indians. Oh, the Guardians? Yeah. It should be like, a bunch of middle-aged old ladies, old grandmas, and it'd be called the Water Protectors. Just out there in like their softball jackets and their skirts. Hey, their little sun hats. We're the Water Protectors. And tonight, Minnesota Gophers take on the Cleveland Water Protectors. The mascot comes out. Same old Indian mascot, only this time it's an old grandma Indian. Wearing her straw sun hat. Get off our land! We're the Water Protectors. We're the guardians of the water. You want this water? You're going to have to come through us. 65-year-old lady. Oh, what you going to do? Going to arrest me, copper? Huh? Black Lives Matter. It's like, would you stay on script. Oh, yeah. No oil for water. No blood for oil. Whatever. This land is not for sale. That's what I kind of suspect. Like every water protector. That when old Winona LaDuke's standing there, that she's kind of wishing Val Kilmer was by her side. This land is not for sale. And then all these old grandmas would come up and hiya. Like at the end of what's that movie? Thunderheart. Yeah. This land's not for sale, you guys. This is our water. You take your dirty old oil pipeline. Move it over there. Over there. Sunny day. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Says Weasley. Jesse says, they have to watch it long enough to make sure they read out. Don't like it. Oh, yeah, exactly. You gotta watch long enough just to give your thumbs down. Because every day, tune in. I guess I used to be like that when I'd watch. There was a short period there. I used to be super liberal. And I would only watch, the Young Turks. Or, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. I had blue blood. And then, it wasn't because of Donald Trump, but right before Trump came on the scene, I I kind of turned in. I walked away from the left. I left the left. And somehow I got returned to my traditional values. You know, I became pro-life. And, I don't know. But there was a brief period there where I was watching, like, the Young Turks and hating everything they were saying. I would just watch it to get mad. I go, what? That's so stupid. Why are you, what, you know? What are they saying on Transgendered Story Hour today? It's like, why am I watching this? You hate this stuff. Yeah, well, I need to know. You know, watch something purposely because I hate it. And I think there's got to be somebody out there who's like that with us. Yeah. I don't know. Sunny day. But you got to show me a little respect, huh? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. La-di-da-di-da-da-da. You guys want to look at a Hitler painting? You're going to show the Hitler painting? Yeah, why not? Sunny day. Hitler painting. What am I doing? I'm moving reality itself. Oh, doggone it. I wanted to put this in front of me. Okay, and now it's backwards. So today's Hitler painting, and you can see his little hand, his little signature down there in the lower left, is called something, and I just wanted to point out, once again, so when Hitler painted this painting, he must have been like sitting in a building, like in the second story, looking down. If you paint or draw, you can kind of tell just how difficult it is to paint something like this. This takes a lot of skill, He could have been an architectural painter. But, so it's a painting of a city in a time when they still had horse-drawn carriages. And, people dress like that. But, he wasn't on the ground. He's up one story. And so I always think it's kind of interesting that, that kind of says something about Hitler, that, he was sort of removed from his subject. But also that he took so much time and care into his art. And they'll never give him any credit for that. He's only known for one thing. But again, maybe he's just an actor in a movie called World War II. Was he even real? Hey, WCD! What, $20? Are you out of your mind? WCD just gave us $20, sweetie. Okay, miigwechniji. Appreciate it. WCD says, can we get Natasha, NanaBOOZHOO, and Michael to roast the BOOZHOO crew once we get you $200 in the sitting? I would never roast the BOOZHOO crew. I love you guys. I mean the entire crew. That's cool with being roasted. I volunteer as a tribute to prime the pump, so to speak. Oh, I get it. Well, what do you know? Turns out that, how can I roast WCD? He just paid. You're like one of those like Chinese businessmen that go to the prostitutes to be treated badly, get whipped. He's like, I'm a bad boy. You just gave me $20 to abuse you. So, drop your pants. I'm going to spank you. No. $20. I can't. That's too sweet. I really appreciate it. During my prayers this morning, I asked, please help me keep my faith that you'll always provide for me. I know you do. You know, I appreciate that you supply everything for us. You know, but I don't want, you know, it's just a matter of time before, it seems like a matter of time before we use up all the money we have in the bank. You know, nobody retires on $2,000. And turn around and here you are. Don't worry about it. I'll give you $20. What do you need? Go out for lunch. So thank you so much. And just like that, the hour's over. Sweetie, did you want to get in on anything here?
Nah. Do you just want to thank them for watching, and that we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. All right, everybody. Let me get rid of the Hitler painting. I do want to say, miigwech bizandawiyeg. Thank you so much for listening. And if you'd like to support the show, you can be like Wisani and give us a super chat. Or you can go to our GoFundMe page. And on GoFundMe, we're raising money to make a TV show. We're going to have an actual scripted show with some human being characters. And, you know, NanaBOOZHOO and I on camera at the same time. And some music and Ojibwe stuff. More like Sesame Street. But we're raising money for that. And we have a Patreon page where people support us every month for $10 or $20. And we have a PayPal when people just want to drop a cool 100 or something. And Michael has cartoons for sale on Amazon.com. Hey, in fact, I think we even have... No, I probably got rid of that. All right. Anyway, miigwech ganawabiyeg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. Over here,
Yep.
the star of the show, NanaBOOZHOO.
Okay, BOOZHOO, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And over here is Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 8.
And I will see you again. Kikawapamin. Minawa. Awa. Sweetie.
You got it. 1 to teleport.